Hello, I'm Raymond Taylor, and I work at the Route 9 Library, and this is our session of banned books. And the book that I have selected, it's called The Handmaid's Tale. This book was widely banned throughout the nation because of its definite overtones. Let's take a quick read here. When the bell has finished, I descended the stairs, a brief waif in the eye of glass that hangs on the doorstairs wall. The clock ticks with its pendulum, keeping time. My feet in their neat red shoes count the way down. The sitting room door is wide open. I go in. So far, no one else is here. I don't sit, but take my place, kneeling near the chair with the footstool where Serena Joy will shortly enthrone herself, leaning on her cane while she lowers herself down. Possibly she'll put a hand on my shoulder to steady herself, as if I'm a piece of furniture. She's done it before. The sitting room would once have been called a drawing room, perhaps, then a living room. Or maybe it's a parlor, the kind with spiders and flies. But now it's officially a sitting room because that's what is done in it by some. For others, they're standing room only. The posture of the body is important here and now. Minor discomforts are intrusive. The sitting room is subdued, symmetrical. It's one of the shapes money takes when it freezes. Money has trickled through this room for years and years, as if though an unarmed cavern, crusting and hardening like stalactites into these forms. Mutely, the varied surfaces present themselves. The dusk rose, velvet of the drawn drapes, the gloss of the matching chairs, 18th century, the cow's tongue, lush of the tufted Chinese rug on the floor, with its peach pink peonies, the suave leather of the commander's chair, the glint of brass on the box beside it. The rug is authentic. Some things in the room are authentic, some are not. For instance, two paintings, both of women, one on either side of the fireplace. Both wear dark dresses like the ones in the old church, though of a latter date. The paintings are possibly authentic. I suspect that when Serena Joy acquired them after it became obvious to her that she'd have to redirect her energies into something convincingly domestic, she had the intention of passing them off as ancestors. Or maybe they were in the house when the commander bought it. There's no way of knowing such things. In any case, there they hang, their backs and mouths stiff, their breasts constricted, their faces pinched, their caps starched, their skin grayish white, guarding the room with their narrowed eyes. Between them, over the mantel, there's an oval mirror, flanked by two pairs of silver candlesticks with white china Cupid centered between them, its arm around the neck of a lamb. The tastes of Serena Joy are a strange blend. Hard lust for quality, soft, sentimental carvings. There's a dried flower arrangement on either end of the mantelpiece and a vase of real daffodils on the polished marquetry and table besides the sofa. The room smells of lemon oil, heavy cloth, faded daffodils, leftover smells of cooking that have made their way from the kitchen or the dining room, and of Serena Joy's perfume, Lily of the Valley. Perfume is a luxury. She must have some private source. I breathe it in, thinking I should appreciate it. It's the scent of prepubescent girls, of the gifts young children used to give their mothers for Mother's Day. The smell of white cotton socks and white cotton petticoats, of dusting powder, of the innocence of female flesh not yet given over to hairiness and blood. It makes me feel slightly ill, as if I'm in a closed car in a hot, muggy day with an older woman wearing too much face powder. This is what the sitting room is like, despite its elegance. I would like to steal something from this room. I would like to take something, small thing, the scrolled ashtray, the little silver pillbox from the mantel perhaps, or a dried flower, hide it in the folds of my dress or in my zippered sleeve, keep it there until this evening is over, secret it in my room under the bed or in a shoe or in a slit in the hard petite point faith cushion. Every once in a while, I would take it out and look at it. It would make me feel better that I have power. But such a feeling would be an illusion and too risky. My hands stay where they are, folded in my lap, thighs together, heels tucked underneath me, pressing up against my body, head lowered. In my mouth, there's a taste of toothpaste, fake mint, and plaster. I wait for the household to assemble. Household, that is what we are. The commander is the head of the household. The house is what he holds, to have and to hold till death do us part. The hold of a ship, hollow. Cora comes in first, then Rita, wiping her hands on her apron. They too have been summoned by the bell. They resent it. They have other things to do. The dishes, for instance. But they need to be here. They all need to be here. The ceremony demands it. We are all obliged to sit through this one way or another. Rita scowls at me before slipping in to stand behind me. It's my fault, this time of her time. Not mine, but my body's. If there is a difference, even the commander is subject to its whims. Nick walks in, nods to all three of us, looks around the room. He too takes place behind me, standing. He's so close that the tip of his boot is touching my foot. Is this on purpose? Whether it is or not, we are touching two shapes of leather. I feel my shoe soften. Blood flows into it. It grows warm. It becomes a skin. I move my foot slightly away. Wish he'd hurry up, says Cora. Hurry up and wait, says Nick. He laughs, moves his foot so it's touching mine again. No one can see beneath the folds of my outspread skirt. I shift. It's too warm in here. The smell of stale perfume makes me a little sick. I move my foot away.